is how you teach a horse to say yes. I have a comb in my hand because I typically use a hoof pick, and it's just something you can jab the horse with, not to break the skin, but to like kind of emulate a fly bite. So, and you just pick this spot right here until he reacts a little bit. There, see how he lifted his head up? And I use a clicker, but you really don't need one. You can just stop pushing it into their skin. And you know, you're not going to break the skin or cause any pain. You can see by how he's reacting, he's like, whatever. And so what I'm going to do is I'll keep pushing on that spot until see how he moved his head, bobbed his head just a little. And then he gets a treat. So it'll take a few repetitions.
And the treat doesn't have to come right away, correct?
Right, no.
But the click does.
Yes, the click it's all about the timing of the click. But it's okay if you just stop. If you just remove the pressure, the second his head moves, it kind of works the same way. But since I clicker train, he knows there's a treat coming. So I keep dropping the comb. So what I want to do is just keep touching him there. And I just kind of rub it. He's backing away from it. But I stay on it till he moves. I want him to really move his head. Maybe he's at the end of his lead rope now. Come here. Oh, great. Now he clicked himself. That's how this works. There. That's what I want. I gotta make sure he has enough room to move it. Okay. I'm gonna be picking up your own comb, dude. See, now he thinks it's backing up and moving his head. But that's okay. And it's kind of working for him because I released the pressure. But I really don't want him to back up. There. There. Anything he does, if he moves it up or down, either way, you can pause it if you want.
Okay.
Okay, so you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got rid of the comb, and now he's responding to just my fingers. See? And that's all there is. And so now I'm just going to use my fingers. And then eventually he'll start doing more because I'll keep that pressure on there. But for now I'm just doing a touch, kind of pushing in. And then that's the beginning. And then eventually, I can show you on my other horse how this works. When I cue him, all I will have to do is reach out and just tap that, and I can kind of look at him and nod my head, and after a while it'll just be the little hand gesture, and then even that'll go away, and it'll be just me kind of looking, tipping my head and nodding at him when I ask a question, saying, you know, are you a good boy? And so that's how that works, but it takes time. You know, it takes a lot of repetition, and I'm not going to put you through an hour of me sitting here, you know.
But honestly, you've only been doing it for maybe 8 minutes.
Right.
Like I cut out a little while, but.
Right, and you'll see I'm not giving him any verbal cues. I'm not saying anything. I'm just letting him concentrate, not distracting him with words, and then that's all there is to it. And then once he has it down, once he has this down and he's nodding more, that's when I'll put it on a verbal cue. But he learns the behavior first and then the cue after that. Okay, and so that's yes. I hope that helps. And then you can shut it off.
Okay.
This
Pause.
is such a drag.
Boring.
This kindergarten stuff is like so boring, isn't it? It's baby so boring. How about if you just deliver? Back up. Ow! How about you not hit me in the ear? Look. Good boy. Good boy. I like to break the training sessions up with other stuff he already knows because then, you know, it's more fun.
Take a little recess in between.
Get it. Thank you. Such a good boy. Here. Back to the treat bag. Okay, and then I think when I get done with this demo with him, I'll go and show on the finish horse what those signals look like.
Perfect.
So that she'll have a better idea how it turns out because he's not going to be there today.
Correct. Do we
He's
know?
picking up his neighbor. Can you see him okay?
Yep.
Okay, and now I'm using the comb again. And this is the cue for no. It's like a fly bite right up here. That's it. At
Oh,
the top
perfect.
of the highest point on the back of their neck. And then that's all there is. And again, it's just fading that, keep working that signal, and then eventually you can fade it to just using your fingers. And he's pretty smart. You might know. He's nodding, yes. He says fingers mean yes, so he doesn't know yet. So
There we go.
He's not ready yet. He still needs the comb.
But when you did the comb, it was immediate. He
Yeah,
really.
they're very sensitive up
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
and it's just a little scrub.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you can do it to yourself. It doesn't hurt, but it does feel like an insect. And so they have that reflex.
To shake it off.
Yeah.
So
Then
you're.
you can ask a question. And so, good boy. That was just my finger. That was a good no. And then what I'll start doing with him, here comes
Superstar.
him. He says, are you ready yet? Are you ready to do some, can I go? I heard you say I could go.
Heard you called for a pro.
And so you can use whatever cue you decide to do. But what I found really funny, stop it, is that when I start getting rid of this, good boy, I start first, I put my hand on my hip like that, and then I hit him. Good.
So like a pre-cue.
Yes.
Something subtle that the audience isn't going to
Exactly.
notice. Okay.
And then,
But it's not verbal. It doesn't.
right. So
Okay.
then when I have the hand on the hip and then this follows and you do that a whole bunch of times, then they see the hand on the hip and they anticipate. And then you have a cue. You have a visual cue. So you can ask them, you know, are you good every day of your life? While you put your hand on your hip and you just stand there with your hand on your hip and ask a question. And you can ask anything. Okay. And so now, I have a halter on Junior.
All right, I'm going to pause for a sec.
This is my junior horse, Terry 7th gen. And see, he's all ready. And that's all there is to it.
I'm going to come this
See
way.
how I'm bumping him with my hand a little bit?
Ah, there it is.
But if I just look at him like that, that's a question. Are you a good boy? That's
Aw.
all there is to it. And then every day, are you good every day of your life? No. And that's it. Did you see my hand?
I saw your hand.
See? And it's so cute. It's so funny. You can ask them anything, you know. You want to go home with Dan?
Yes. Do you want to go home with
me?
Yvonne?
You
No.
wanna stay here?
Aw.
So sad.
Aw.
I'm so sad.
But in a good way. Very good, Junior. Very good. Oh, sorry.
You ready? Can you take a bow? Pick your foot up. Pick that foot up. There's a peppermint in it for you.
Ooh.
Do this.
The stakes are big.
Take a bow for our performance. There you go. Hold it up. All the way back. All the way back down. Back up into it. All the way down. Come on. You can do it. All the way. All the way down. All the way down. Put your knee on the ground. Put your knee on the ground. Good enough.
Yay! And
So, ow! Sometimes even with the trained horses, I still click them because it just gives them a reassurance.